larger than heaven. As they went along, the passage became dark and gloomy. Blood and dead bodies covered the floor. Worms and maggots crawled everywhere. There was a horrible stench. Yudhishthira was horror-struck and asked how long they had to walk. The messenger asked him if he wished to turn back. But from far ahead, Yudhishthira heard voices that sounded familiar, calling out to him piteously. They were the voices of Karna, his brothers, and Draupadi. Stunned, Yudhishthira asked the messenger, what good deeds had Duryodhana done that he sits royally in heaven while these people are in hell? Angrily, he ordered the messenger to go back and tell his masters that he would stay here with those who suffered the tortures of hell, only for having obeyed him during their lifetime. The messenger went to Indra, while Yudhishthira stayed back with his family in the hell. The final victory. For almost 1/3 part of the day, Yudhishthira stayed there. Then suddenly, a strange fragrance wafted into the place. A fresh breeze blew, and it seemed to blow away the darkness and the suffering. Yudhishthira looked up in surprise to see Indra, the king of Devas, and Yama, the lord of Dharma, his father, standing before him. All rulers must spend some time in hell. That is why you had to stay for 1/3 of a day here, explained Dharma. I tested you 3 times as the dog that you wouldn't leave behind by tempting you to stay in the false heaven and by giving you a chance to go back from this hell. You did not fail any of the tests because you have understood what real is. Yama blessed his son, and Yudhishthira was transformed into a being of light and love. This was the real heaven, where there was neither hatred nor grief. The Yaksha's boon. When the pleased Yaksha offered to give him a boon of the life of his dead brothers, he asked for Nakula's life. The Yaksha wondered why he asked for the life of his stepbrother. Yudhishthira said he was Kunti's son, so it was only right that one of Madri's sons should live. Impressed, the Yaksha brought all the brothers to life. Yudhishthira was overjoyed. He bowed to the Yaksha, who transformed himself into Dharmaraj or Yama, the god of death. He told Yudhishthira to ask for 2 more boons. First, Yudhishthira asked that the igniting sticks of the Brahmana should be found. Dharmaraj smilingly gave the sticks, as he had been the stag who caused the whole incident. Then Yudhishthira asked that the Pandavas might be hidden safely during the 13th year of exile. Yama asked the Pandavas to go to Viratanagar for the last year of their exile. Choosing disguises. The Pandavas decided to spend the 13th year in the disguise at the palace of Virata, the king of Matsya. Yudhishthira would be Kanka, a learned courtier playing dice with the king and discussing politics, scriptures and ethics. Bhima would be Vallabha, a cook, and once in a while have wrestling matches to entertain the king. Nakula, as Dharma Granthi, would train and look after the horses in the king's stables. Sahadeva, as Tantripala, would care for the king's cattle, protecting them from disease and attacks of thieves. Urvashi, a divine Apsara in Indra's court, had wanted to marry Arjuna. When he refused, she cursed him to turn into a eunuch. Through Indra's grace, the curse was reduced to 1 year when he chose. So, now he would become Brihanala, a eunuch teaching music and dance to Princess Uttara and other ladies. Draupadi.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.